Right now, somewhere in the world, there's a guy your age who just failed. Again. He's staring at his phone, seeing everyone else win while he's stuck. He's thinking about quitting. Maybe that's you. Maybe you clicked this video because you failed your exam, lost that opportunity, got rejected. Again. Here's what nobody's telling you. Every single person you admire failed more times than you've even tried. The difference? They learned the code. And in the next few minutes, I'm gonna show you exactly how to turn every failure into fuel. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share will change how you see losing forever. The brutal truth. The problem. Your pain is real, but not unique. Let me guess your situation. You wake up, and the first thing you do is check your phone. You see your friends posting wins. New job, admission letter, fitness transformation. Someone's business just took off. Everyone's moving forward, except you. You tried. God knows you tried. You studied for that competitive exam, but the results crushed you. You started that business idea, but nobody cared. You hit the gym for 2 weeks, then life happened. You promised yourself you wake up at 5 a.m., but it's been 5 p.m. and you're still in bed, hating yourself. And here's the worst part. Every failure feels like evidence. Evidence that maybe you're not cut out for this. Maybe success is for other people. The talented ones, the lucky ones. The ones with connections, money, or that mysterious X factor you don't have. The failure loop that's destroying you. You know what's really happening? You're trapped in what I call the failure loop. It goes like this. You try something. You fail. You feel shame. You tell yourself a story. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented enough. I always mess up. That story becomes your identity. So the next time an opportunity comes, you either don't try or you try half-heartedly because you've already decided you're going to fail. And guess what? You do. And the loop continues. This loop has destroyed more potential than any external obstacle ever could. And let me tell you, that voice in your head, the one saying you can't do it, that voice has the IQ of a rock and the motivational skills of a Monday morning. Why are you listening to it? Why failure feels so personal. Here's why failure hits you so hard. You've been lied to your entire life. Society, school, your relatives, they all taught you that success is linear. Study hard, get good grades, get a good job, live happily ever after. A straight line from A to Z. But that's not how life works. That's not how anything works. Success isn't a straight line. It's a messy, chaotic, zigzagging path that looks more like your heartbeat monitor than a highway. And every dip, every valley, every moment where the line drops, that's not the end. That's data. That's feedback. That's your stepping stone. But you've been programmed to see it as a tombstone. The comparison trap that's killing your progress. Let's talk about something that's eating you alive. Comparison. You're comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. And social media? It's gasoline on that fire. That influencer you follow? He failed 47 times before his first viral video. That successful entrepreneur? She was eating instant noodles for dinner while building her company for 3 years. That fitness transformation? That dude gained the weight back twice before it finally stuck. You're not seeing their failures. You're only seeing their results. And that's killing you because you think you're the only one failing. You think you're uniquely broken. But brother, failure is the most universal human experience there is. Emotional trigger. Fear. Here's what terrifies me for you. 5 years from now, you'll look back at this moment, and you'll realize that the only thing stopping you wasn't talent, luck, or resources. It was your relationship with failure. And by then, it might be too late. The opportunities will have passed. Your friends will have moved on, and you'll still be stuck, wondering what if. Is that the story you want? The transformation, the solution. The mindset shift that changes everything. All right, enough of the problem. Let's talk about the solution. Let's talk about how you turn every failure into a stepping stone instead of a gravestone. First, you need to understand something fundamental. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Think about it like this. When you were learning to walk, you fell a lot, hundreds of times. Did you sit there after the 10th fall and think, you know what? Walking isn't for me. I'm just not a walking person. I'm going to crawl forever. No, because nobody taught you to be afraid of falling. Nobody made you feel ashamed. Every fall was just expected, normal, part of the process. That's exactly how you need to see failure now. The 3 pillars of failure intelligence. Let me give you a framework. I call it failure intelligence, the ability to extract value from every loss. It has 3 pillars. Pillar 1, reframe. Stop calling it failure. Start calling it data collection. Every attempt that doesn't work is giving you information. What doesn't work, where the gaps are, what needs to improve. Thomas Edison didn't fail 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. He discovered 10,000 ways that didn't work. Language matters. Your brain believes what you tell it. So stop saying, I failed. Start saying, I learned. Stop saying, I can't do this. Start saying, I can't do this yet. That 3-letter word, yet, is the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Quick question. What would you attempt if you knew you couldn't fail? Seriously, think about it. Hold that image. We're coming back to it. Pillar 2, extract. After every failure, ask yourself 3 questions. 1, what specifically went wrong? 2, what was within my control? 3, what will I do differently next time? Notice what's missing? Blame, excuses, self-pity. Most people fail and immediately start the victim story. The teacher didn't like me. The system is rigged. I didn't have the right resources. And yeah, maybe some of that is true, but it's useless. You can't control external factors. You can only control your response. Pillar 3, persist. Here's the truth bomb. You haven't failed enough. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. Success is a numbers game. The more you try, the more you fail. The more you fail, the more you learn. The more you learn, the higher your chances of success. You know who fails the most? Winners. Because they're in the arena. They're swinging. They're taking shots. You know who never fails? People who never try. And they never win either. Real stories. From rock bottom to success. Let me hit you with some reality. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine that. The greatest basketball player of all time wasn't good enough for his high school team. He said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Steve Jobs got fired from Apple, from the company he created. He was humiliated. Public failure on a massive scale. You know what he did? He started Pixar. He started Next. And when Apple was dying, they begged him to come back. He returned and built Apple into the most valuable company on earth. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job because they said she was unfit for TV news. Unfit for TV. Oprah. Now she's a billionaire media mogul. J.K. Rowling was a broke, depressed single mom on welfare. She got rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter got accepted. 12. Imagine if she quit after rejection number 11. Emotional trigger, excitement. You see where I'm going with this? These people aren't superheroes. They're humans who refuse to let failure define them. They transform their setbacks into setups for comebacks. And you can do the same thing, starting today, starting right now. The stepping stone strategy, your action plan. All right, let's get tactical. Here's your exact strategy to turn failures into stepping stones. Step 1. The 24-hour rule. When you fail, give yourself 24 hours to feel everything. Be angry, be sad, be disappointed, cry if you need to. Punch a pillow, eat that ice cream, get it all out. But 24 hours, that's it. After that, you switch from emotion to analysis. Step 2. The failure journal. Get a notebook. After every significant failure, write these things down. What happened? Facts only, no drama. What I learned, what I'll do differently, my next move. This journal will become your playbook, your evidence that you're growing. 6 months from now, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Step 3. The small win system. After a big failure, your confidence is shot. Don't try to rebuild it with another big attempt. Stack small wins. Failed your exam? Don't immediately sign up for the hardest certification. Master one chapter first. Get that small win. Then another. Then another. Build momentum. Confidence isn't built through affirmations. It's built through evidence. Give yourself evidence that you can succeed. Step 4. The proximity principle. Surround yourself with people who failed and succeeded. Join communities. Find mentors. Listen to podcasts. Read biographies. Why? Because when you're drowning in your own failure, you need to see that everyone else went through the same thing. You need perspective. You need proof that this is normal. Your environment shapes your mindset. Choose it carefully. Step 5. The bias toward action. Here's the secret weapon. Keep moving. Failed? Try again. Differently. Failed again? Try again. Differently. Failed again? You're not failing, you're iterating. The only real failure is stopping. As long as you're moving, you're in the game. And as long as you're in the game, you can win. Pattern interrupt. You know what's funny? We spend more time planning our failures than executing our plans. What if I fail? What if you succeed and don't know what to do with it? That's a better problem to have. Trust me, you're already stronger than you think. Look, I don't know exactly what you've been through. I don't know which failures are weighing on you right now. But I know this. You're still here. You clicked this video. You're still searching for answers. You haven't quit. That means something. It means underneath all the doubt, fear, and pain, there's a part of you that refuses to give up. There's a warrior inside you that's tired of losing, but not tired enough to surrender. That's your stepping stone, right there. That resilience. The two paths in front of you. Right now, you're at a fork in the road. Path 1. You can close this video, feel inspired for about 20 minutes, and then slip back into the same patterns. You'll fail again. You'll feel the same shame, the same fear, the same story. And 5 years from now, you'll be exactly where you are today, maybe worse. Path 2. You can decide that today is the day your relationship with failure changes. You can commit to seeing every setback as a setup, every loss as a lesson, every no as a not yet. You can start building your stepping stones. Urgency. Here's the thing. Time doesn't care about your feelings. It's moving. Every day you wait is a day you're not building. Every failure you run from is a lesson you're not learning. Your competition isn't waiting. Your dreams aren't getting easier. Your goals aren't going to achieve themselves. The time is now. Your identity shift starts today. Stop identifying as someone who fails. Start identifying as someone who learns. You're not a failure. You're a student. Life is the teacher. Every setback is a class. And guess what? You're getting smarter with every lesson. From this moment forward, when someone asks you, "How are things going?" and you've recently failed, you don't say, "I failed." You say, "I'm learning." You say, "I'm in progress." You say, "I'm building something." Because you are. The promise you need to make. I want you to make yourself a promise. Right here, right now. Say this out loud. I will no longer fear failure. I will no longer let setbacks define me. I will extract the lesson from every loss. I will persist when it's hard. I will become the person my future self needs me to be. I will turn my failures into stepping stones, and I will climb higher than I ever thought possible. Mean it, feel it, believe it. Your next step. Look, motivation fades. This fire you're feeling right now, it'll die down. That's normal. That's human. So you need a system. You need accountability. You need to keep feeding your mind with the right fuel. Here's what I want you to do. 1. Write down one failure that's been haunting you. 2. Apply the failure intelligence framework to it today. 3. Take one small action toward trying again. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. 4. Document it in your failure journal. That's it. Simple, actionable, powerful. The final truth. You were never meant to live a safe, comfortable, failure-free life. You were meant to climb mountains, fall down, get back up, and keep climbing. Your failures don't make you weak. They make you human. And what you do with those failures, that's what makes you exceptional. Every successful person you admire built their empire on a foundation of failures. Every single one, no exceptions. The only difference between them and the people who stayed stuck, they kept going. They transformed their pain into power, their losses into lessons, their failures into stepping stones. You can do the same thing, not because you're special, not because you're lucky, but because you're willing, because you're still fighting, because you refuse to let your failures write your story. Your comeback story starts now. Years from now, when you've achieved the success you're dreaming about, someone's going to ask you, how did you do it? And you're going to tell them about this moment, this decision, this day when you stopped running from failure and started learning from it. You're going to tell them about the time you were at rock bottom, doubting everything, and you chose to keep going anyway. That story starts today. Your failures aren't your ending. They're your beginning. They're your training ground. They're the forge where your character is being shaped. So embrace them, learn from them, use them. Turn your failures into stepping stones. And then climb so high that your past self wouldn't even recognize you. If this video hit you in the chest, if you're ready to stop letting fear control your life and start building the success you deserve, remember, every master was once a disaster. Your time is coming. Keep going.